One, I want to start off giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, to Yahweh, Shemi Awashai, double honors to the apostles of GMS, and rule well and teach well. Salutation to you, Akim, out there pushing the sword in sincerity and truth with all fear and trembling. Back at it again, want to start another video. I want to name this one marriage / polygamy. Get the full understanding of what the scripture says about marriage and polygamy at the same time. In this day and age, we are under the impression of getting married is going down the aisle with your spouse and putting that ring on, and the ring symbolizes the union of the two being married. That's what they believe marriage is, which is incorrect in the scripture. So we got to pull out the right way. See what I'm saying? We got to break the stronghold of Esau's bullshit and get full understanding of how things are supposed to be. Okay, so starting off, I'm gonna get into the definition of marriage. Now, I have a Bible dictionary. If you do not have one, it's best that you get one. I have the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. Okay, so we're gonna get marriage in this. Okay, marriage. And this is gonna be real quick video, straight to the point. Okay, this is marriage in the Bible dictionary. It says an intimate personal union to which a man and a woman consummated and continuously nourished by sexual intercourse and perfected in a long life partnership of mutual love and commitment. Okay, so the point that you have to grasp is consummated and continuously nourished by sexual intercourse. So marriage is sex. Marriage is not walking down the aisle and with your bride and that whole nine, and the heifer got to wear white because she's supposedly pure. You know, in this day and age, none of you heifers is pure out here. You know, you'd be lucky to catch a virgin out here. You know what I'm saying? But that's what marriage is. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a lot of people out here are just having sex out here freely, as if it's a game. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of you people are passing on diseases too at the same time, because y'all just, I guess, it's okay with not strapping up and having sex with multiple women, and you females letting multiple dudes just get all inside your box, man. It's just, you know, it's free game for you out there, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't have our people, and I'm speaking to you Israelites, y'all don't have any dignity anymore. You don't have no respect about yourself, especially you women. Y'all don't respect y'all bodies anymore. You know what I'm saying? Everything is a game to you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all could care less about how sacred your box should be. You know what I'm saying? How you should want to keep that prized possession for the right one. You know what I'm saying? But you're so emotional, like you flow off emotions. You got to spread them legs and let somebody take it all the time. You see what I'm saying? You know, you're not getting on the intellectual level. You're getting on the emotional level, and that's by sexual intercourse. Okay, so marriage is sex. Marriage is not the ring. The ring doesn't mean shit. Marriage is sex. Okay, so like for me and my woman, the way I introduce my woman is my wife, because I have understanding of that now. I don't introduce her as my girlfriend or we're dating and this and that. You know what I'm saying? That's all Esau's terms. See, back in the ancient days and shit like that, when they got them a woman, that was a wife. It wasn't like, oh, we're going out or we're dating. That shit wasn't heard of. You was with that woman, you know what I'm saying, for however long the case may be, until you died or she died, and then you got another one, or she became a widow and she could remarry if she wanted to, or she stayed a widow. So that's how it went down back in the ancient days. But today, you motherfuckers call this shit dating and going out, and you know, I'm just trying to keep my options open and shit. Like, fuck, man, that's all Esau's wickedness, man. You understand? Marriage is sex. Okay? So you got to be careful who you out here fucking with. Alright? Now let's get some scripture. I'll pull out one scripture real quick about Jacob. You know what I'm saying? And how you can tell how they came together. Marriage is two people coming together. consummated by how do you like they say in the ancient days, how do you basically how do you seal up the fact that you're married? They would have sex. You know what I'm saying? Like when you watch those ancient movies and stuff like that, they'd be like, you haven't had sex yet? You know? So they'd be like, y'all ain't married yet if you ain't hit it yet. So to seal that bond, you would have sex. Okay? So let's get in Genesis 29, and this is the story of Jacob, you know, our forefather, okay? And him trying to get his wife, which was the young one, Rachel, you know what I'm saying? But he ended up getting Leah, you know what I'm saying? But he went and served 7 more years to get Rachel, so he had 2 wives, okay? So I'm gonna start at 15. And Laban said unto Jacob, because thou art my brother, shouldst thou therefore serve me for naught? Tell me, what shall thy wages be? And Laban had 2 daughters. The name of the elder was Leah, and the name of the younger was Rachel. Leah was tender-eyed, but Rachel was beautiful and well-favored. And Jacob loved Rachel and said, I will serve thee 7 years for Rachel thy younger daughter. And Laban said, it is better that I give her to thee than that I should give her to another man. Abide with me. And Jacob served 7 years for Rachel, and they seemed unto him but a few days, for the love he had to her. And Jacob said unto Laban, give me my wife, for my days are fulfilled, that I may go in unto her. Pause right there. That's verse 21. He said, give me my wife, for my days are fulfilled. He served his time that he was supposed to serve so he can get his woman, that I may go in unto her. When he says go in unto her, that is marriage. He's going to go in the tent and lay it down. Okay? He's going to go have sex with his woman, and you know what I'm saying? And they're going to seal that bond of them being married. Okay? So that's one example right there. Now I'm gonna keep reading until it gets to the other sister. Verse 22. It says, and Laban gathered together all the men of the place and made a feast, and it came to pass in the evening that he took Leah, his daughter, and brought her to him, and he went in unto her. There it is. Verse 23. Okay. And it came to pass in the evening that he took Leah, his daughter, and brought her to him, and he went in unto her. So Jacob went in and did his thing. He went in unto her. Alright. Verse 24. And Laban gave unto his daughter Leah Zilpah, Salaki if I'm mispronouncing these words, his maid for a handmaid. Verse 25. And it came to pass that in the morning, behold, it was Leah. And he said to Laban, what is this thou hast done unto me? Did not I serve with thee for Rachel? Wherefore then hast thou beguiled me? And Laban said, it must not be so done in our country to give the younger before the firstborn. So he's doing everything in order. You got to take the older before you're going to take the younger. You just can't pick and choose who you're going to get. There's an order. How about Shem Yahshua has established that from the beginning. All right. Verse 27. Fulfill her week, and we will give thee this also for the service which thou shalt serve me yet 7 other years. Verse 28. And Jacob did so and fulfilled her week, and gave him Rachel his daughter to wife also. And Laban gave to Rachel his daughter Bilhah his handmaid to be her maid. Verse 30. And he went in also unto Rachel. There it is again. And he went in also unto her. He went in and had sex with her to seal his marriage. And he loved also Rachel more than Leah, and served with him yet 7 other years. So the point I'm making, those were the 2 points that I was trying to make, where he went in unto Leah and he went in unto Rachel. He had sex with both of those women, and they both became his wives. All right. So proving that point. Now let's jump over to polygamy, because people don't know polygamy is in the scriptures. Reading that, if you didn't catch it, we already just read it right there. He had 2 wives. Now, if you don't know what polygamy is, we're just going to go ahead and get the definition of it right now. All right. Okay, this is polygamy. I'm on online etymology dictionary online. This is polygamy. From Latin, polygamia. From late Greek, polygamy from polygamos, often married. From polys, many, plus gamos, meaning marriage. It says not etymologically restricted to marriage of one man and multiple women, but often used as it were. Okay? So it says not restricted to marriage of one man and multiple women. Okay? Meaning multiple women. Okay? Alright? Like it said, it has the word women here, meaning plural. It doesn't have one man, meaning one. Alright? So that basically that's what polygamy is. Having multiple women. Okay? That one man having multiple women. Okay? Just like we read Leah and Jacob in the scriptures. And Rachel, those are his two wives. So he was practicing polygamy. He had two wives. He took care of them, even though he loved one more than the other. But he was that's the polygamy of it. All right. And what you're going to get in Esau's kingdom is the fuckery. Here in Esau's kingdom, you can practice polygamy. You know what I'm saying? Some people may do it and things like that under the radar and stuff like that, but they don't let you practice polygamy in Esau's kingdom here in America. You understand what I'm saying? So that's half-assed backwards, because this is Babylon, the city of confusion, and they have these elite bankers understand this word, but these regular peons on the highways and byways don't understand this truth, this knowledge. So them saying polygamy, they're like, oh, that's wrong. That's the first thing they're going to throw out. That's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't be with a man that's going to have multiple women. It's only supposed to be me, blase, because that's all you have is do, snapping your neck, rolling your eyes, and all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't have no understanding. See what I'm saying? So, like I said, marriage is sex. Jacob had sex with multiple women, Leah and Rachel, and those are his wives, okay? He didn't go out with them. He didn't date them. He didn't do none of that bullshit. He worked 14 years for two women, and they became his wives, okay? Now, in the scriptures, did you see them women complain? Hell no. When you read more through the scriptures, in Genesis 29, you can see that they was both trying to have his kids. They was both pushing to please him, according to Genesis 3 and 16. His wives' desire was to please him. They were trying to push to have his kids, praying to the Lord to have a child in their womb. You see what I'm saying? And you women are not even on that level, not even close. You understand what I'm saying? So let's move on. Let's get now to get more into the polygamy on having multiple wives. We're gonna get the definition of family in the Bible dictionary at the same time. All right, just to get a little bit more how it was back in the ancient days at the same time. Okay, here we go. This is family in the Zondervan Bible Dictionary. It says the concept of the family in the Bible differs from the modern institution. So, like I said before, the knowledge, this living water, these words of truth, these words of fire. This is contrary to what Esau is doing. Esau is contrary to the scriptures. He doesn't want to follow the scriptures, so everything is different, and he's going to play everything different and go against the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Which is just being a perfect devil, and that's his job, because that's how the Lord had him set up. All right? So that's why it says the concept of the family in the Bible differs from the modern institution. All right? It says the Hebrew family was larger than families today. All right? Including the father of the household, his parents. So you got the father of his household, and that's including his whole family as a whole, his wife and his kids, including the father of the household, his parents. So he had his mama and his daddy in the same house, if living, his wife or wives and children. Okay, the point that I'm trying to make, it said his wife or wives. Now this is talking about the family, the Hebrew family, his wife or wives. He could have one wife, or he had wives, plural. Like we just got in Genesis 29, Jacob had 2 wives. If you go to Solomon in 1 Kings, you will see that Solomon has 700 wives. All right. So the point I'm trying to make is polygamy was practiced in the scriptures. All right. They were practiced in the scriptures, and marriage is they had sex with these women. All right. They dealt with these women, and they took care of these women. They wasn't just having sex with these women and calling them bitches and keeping it moving. And I'll never see this bitch again until, like, you know, until one of my bitches ain't trying to give me something, and then I hit this bitch up and tell her to give me some and see if she come through or not. No, they didn't deal with it like that, man. You niggas are wicked out here, man. You have no understanding. No understanding of these scriptures at all. Polygamy is practiced in the scriptures, and marriage, you won't see you won't see this modern day of walking down the aisle and putting on the, you don't see that in the scriptures right here. What you're seeing is he went in unto her. He went in there and handled his business and sealed his marriage up. All right. And then he was going to make them babies. They were trying to push to make them babies. Them women were desiring to please their man. That one man, Jacob. All right. Our forefather. All right. So polygamy is having multiple women. Family in the Bible dictionary saying that you can have wife or wives. Okay. Wife being singular, wives being plural. All right. Now let's keep it moving. Now let's get now when you dealing with these females, okay, you got to understand that there's, like I said, you got to treat them all the same. You don't go out and you just don't hit it and quit it. You know what I'm saying? Like these niggas doing today, just having sex with these women and man, I'm about to go hit this bitch real quick and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'll be back. Or you don't do that shit, man. You got to deal with these women all on the same level. All right. And then you got to understand the difference. You niggas out here, you got to, and you females, because you females is wicked as fuck, so I'm gonna include your ass too. Y'all do a lot of adultery in today's society. A lot of adultery is going on. A lot of shit behind motherfuckers' back is going on. You messing with this dude's wife, or this bitch is messing with this woman's husband under their nose and shit, and thinking it's a game, thinking it's funny. That's the fucked up part about it. Y'all think it's funny and y'all think it's a game. You know what I'm saying? But when the Lord come back, he gonna fuck y'all up straight up. All right? This is not a game out here, man. This truth is not a game. All right? So, let's get into some scriptures on that. Let's go to, let me go to Deuteronomy. I'm going to go to Deuteronomy first, and then I'm going to go to Exodus. Exodus is really the scriptures on how you need to treat these females, all the same. But I'm going to get to Deuteronomy to show you about this adultery and to show you what happens to people committing this adultery out here. Let's get Deuteronomy 21:15. It says, if a man have 2 wives, one beloved and another hated, it may have borne him children. So he got one he loved, one he hates. Same thing with Jacob, Leah and Rachel. He loved one more than the other. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know if he necessarily hated her, but I know he loved Rachel. But both the beloved and the hated. And that the firstborn son be hers that was hated. Verse 16, then it shall be when he maketh his sons to inherit that which he hath, that he may not make the son of the beloved firstborn before the son of the hated, which is indeed the firstborn. So basically what it's saying is, you can't have the one that you hate if she bear the firstborn. Just because you love the other wife and she has a kid, you can't take that kid and give him all your inheritance. No, it has to go to the firstborn. It has to be order. All right, just like we said before, everything is in order. So that's how it has to be. All right. So that's just the point of having multiple women and having to deal with multiple women and how you're supposed to stay in order. If you don't like one or the other, you still have to do everything decently and in order. All right. Now let's go to Exodus and get how you're supposed to treat these women, even though you got multiple women. This is Exodus 21 and I'm gonna start at let's start at let's start at 7. It says, and if a man sell his daughter to be a maidservant, she shall not go out as the men servants do. If she, verse 8, if she please not her master who hath betrothed her to himself, then shall he let her be redeemed. To sell her unto a strange nation, he shall have no power, seeing he hath dealt deceitfully with her. So basically, he didn't want to take care of her on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because she didn't please him. All right, so that's saying in the Apocrypha, when it says when a woman should not, if she doesn't go the way you would like her, give her a bill of divorce and let her go. So if she please not her master who had betrothed her to himself, then shall he let her be redeemed. To sell her unto a strange nation, he shall have no power, seeing he have dealt deceitfully with her. Verse 9. And if he have betrothed her unto his son, he shall deal with her after the manner of daughters. All right. If he take him another wife, her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall he not diminish. All right. So meaning like he can't take another woman and want to do everything for this woman, and he got this other woman, he just want to shit on her. You know what I'm saying? Her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage should not be diminished. Like everything is going to be the same. You still have to treat her like you treat the others. All right. You can't just because she's she on some bullshit, man. You still got to take care of her as a wife. You know what I'm saying? You just can't give her up for nothing. All right. You have to do everything decently in order. You see what I'm saying? So if she was to die, okay, then you can get another woman or something like that. Or if she committed adultery, okay, then on those lines. But if you just because you hate her, you still have to treat her the same as the others. You know what I'm saying? You still have to do everything the same. You just can't shit on her and then be wanting to do everything for the other ones just because they doing right. All right. So let me see if there's more on this. It says, verse 11, and if he do not these three unto her, then shall she go out free without money. So if he's not trying to do right by her, and if he go, I'm gonna start over. If she please not her, this is verse 8, Exodus 21 and 8. If she please not her master who have betrothed her to himself, then shall he let her be redeemed. To sell her unto a strange nation, he shall have no power, seeing he have dealt deceitfully with her. Okay. So basically, this is what this is talking about. Like it said in 7, when he was talking about if a man sell his daughter to be if he sell his daughter to be a maid servant, she shall not go out as the men servants do. So if he didn't sell her to you know what I'm saying, like she was a maid servant, so she was betrothed. Verse 8, if she please not her master who have betrothed her, you know what I'm saying, betrothed meaning married, so he has sex with his maid servant to himself, then shall he let her be redeemed, or be taken by somebody else. To sell her unto a strange nation, he shall have no power. So he won't be able to do anything, seeing he have dealt deceitfully with her. So he was dealing with her wrong. Verse 9, if he had betrothed her unto his son, he shall deal with her after the manner of daughters. All right. So it's like he betrothed her unto his son, he's still dealing with her after the manner of daughters. If he take him another wife, her food, her raiment, her duty of marriage should not be diminished. Okay. Let's get the Hebrew word on diminish. Diminish, restrain, withdraw, abate, keep back, do away, take from, clip. So everything that she had, he can't take it away. Alright? That's what diminish is. Alright, so if he take him another wife, her food, her raiment, her duty of marriage shall not be diminished. He can't take none of that away. Verse 11, and if he do not these three unto her, then she shall go out with free without money. So it'll be she'll go ahead and go out and do her thing. You know what I'm saying? Without without the money. So treating your woman, man, you got to treat every woman on the same level. Okay, you know you can't deal with women deceitfully. You can't purposely do things just so you can get something out of it. You have to treat them all the same. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if I got any more scriptures I need to throw out before I finish this up. We can pull out another scripture with the woman at the well when Yahushua was talking to her. Let's start this. This is John 4:7. It says, there come a woman of Samaria to draw water. Yahushua said unto her, give me to drink. For his disciples were gone away unto the city to buy meat. Then saith the woman of Samaria unto him, how is that thou, being a Jew, askest drink of me, which am a woman of Samaria? For the Jews have no dealings with the Samaritans. Yahushua answered and said unto her, if thou knewest the gift of the Most High, and who it is that saith to thee, give me to drink, thou wouldest have asked of him, and he would have given thee living water. The woman said to him, sir, thou hast nothing to draw with, and the well is deep, from whence thou hast though that living water. Art thou greater than our father Jacob, who gave us the well, and drank thereof himself, and his children, and his cattle? Yahushua answered and said unto her, whosoever drinketh of this water shall thirst again. But whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst. But the water that I shall give him shall be in him a well of water, springing up into everlasting life. So he's talking about this word. That's the water he's trying to give. Alright. Verse 15, the woman said to him, sir, give me this water that I thirst not, neither come hither to draw. Yahushua saith unto her, go, call thy husband, and come hither, because he's dealing in order. He's trying to deal with the husband, because the husband is supposed to teach his woman. So he's trying to deal with the husband, so he can go ahead and handle his business. And Yahushua already knowing who this heifer is and what she's been about, that's why he's telling her to go call thy husband. Verse 17, the woman answered and said, I have no husband. You know, if she didn't have no husband, Yahushua wouldn't have said, go call thy husband. He already knew. All right. Verse 17, the woman answered and said, I have no husband. Yahushua said unto her, thou hast well said, I have no husband. So she's saying she ain't got no husband. But how it is, what marriage is, having sex, instead of rings on your finger and shit like that, marriage is sex. He's saying, you saying that shit. All right. For thou hast, verse 17, the woman answered and said, I have no husband. Yahushua said unto her, thou hast well said, I have no husband. Verse 18, here's the point. For thou hast had 5 husbands, and he whom thou now hast is not thy husband. In that saidest thou truly. So this woman had 5 husbands, meaning she had sex with 5 different dudes. Alright? So that's the point I'm trying to make. Marriage is sex. Yahushua already knew that she had a husband. Alright? He already knew. She was like, I ain't got no husband. So she was a harlot out there in the streets, man, just having sex with everybody. Alright? So that's another, you know, of this harlot at the well. She was a harlot, man. The whore at the well, you know what I'm saying? Alright? Getting popped by every dude, opening up her quiver to every arrow. Alright? So, wrapping this up with this marriage and polygamy, and how we can't, how you don't have no understanding of marriage in this day and age, and how we think it's the ring on your finger. We're supposed to walk down the aisle and spend all that goddamn money for some fucking ceremony and all that bullshit. That's stupid, man. Marriage is sex. It's simple. You get together with that one that you're going to cleave unto, you know what I'm saying, and have sex, and y'all going to be joined together. All right? That's what happens. A man shall leave his father and his mother and be joined unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. They are going to be one. All right? Now in this day and age, you motherfuckers are not one flesh. Y'all just I'm having sex with you, and then that's that. Like that's how ridiculous it is. Y'all call that shit a one night stand. Just fucking and I'll never see you again type bullshit. That's fucking ridiculous, man. You have no dignity. You have no respect for your body. All right. Let's continue. I got a little clip that I want to show from, you know, we'll be out here. We'll be out here in when I'll be watching this TV and shit, you know, sometimes. But this is Bill Nye, the science dude, if you remember him back in the day. But here's a little clip. I'm a show a little bit and get some points on this real quick and show you how Esau is wicked, man. You know what I'm saying? So let's get this little clip of this Bill Nye.
Tell them how you really feel, Bill.
Everybody's on a spectrum. When it comes to human sexuality, it's a spectrum. Some people are this way, some people are that way. We're all in this together. All right, what's the big deal for the...
Pause. Now he's saying, what's the big deal? Some people are this way and some people are that way. What does the word say? The word say, if a man lie with the man like he lied with the woman, they shall surely be put to death, man. All right, there's no mixing. That's how you know these motherfuckers don't have no understanding of this word. They don't care for this word. You know what I'm saying? The word is not for them anyway. But they want everybody to be on the bullshit that he's saying. That's why they put this shit out here on TV. So you can agree with them and be like, oh, you got a point. Now, fuck that. Either you standing for the Lord or you standing with Esau and you going to fall with Esau. Because the Lord is going to reign top.
Those of you out there, and I've met you, who may be concerned about people who don't seem to share your sexuality. Just get over it, will you? What?
Fuck that bullshit. That's how they want you to be, to get over everything. They want you to get over slavery. You know what I'm saying? They want you to get over the bullshit that they pushing. They want you to get over that they fucking up your food. You know what I'm saying? Everything. They want you to get over cops killing all these young so-called black men out here. They want you to get over on everything. You know what I'm saying? Like just fuck it. That's, you know, it is what it is now. You know? Like, no. The Lord is gonna come back and fuck people up, man, for bullshit like that. For talking like that. To get over it. Nah. That's why we out here and have to break the strongholds on Esau's bullshit and pull these scriptures out on his ass. Alright? Homosexuality. Like, that shit is not cool. How the fuck are you gonna reproduce? The scriptures told us to be fruitful and multiply. How the fuck we gonna multiply in this two fucking niggas lying together? How you gonna multiply in this two bitches